All right, we are recording. Not with the little Wally here, not with this little guy. Can you see Dory right there? She's that little blue thing. There we go. But with the phone today, the aliens, that's what these videos are about, the voice in your head, have decided that OBS, that's for people who submit. So the aliens are smacking me around a bit. You're exposing all of our secrets. Well, I don't submit to you, aliens, so I will use, thank you, Lord, for the phone. That's right, to buy what the bull has to offer. The Bible teaches us amazing truths about God. The aliens gave it to us. The alien race known as the bull. A baby cow is a Catholic. Look at Mother Mary. She's standing on the bull. In the picture, Our Lady of Guadalupe. You look at that, YouTube that, Google it. It's an image. The devil is not expressed to have horns. The beast with 10 horns in Revelation, but Satan, Lucifer, that's a translation that people understand as the devil. As we evolve, we lose fur. It's the level above and how it treats us and how we treat the animals beneath us. It's why it's called sad and ill, to put a sad ill on a horse. We got the bride ill part. She's not ours, telling her where to go, directing her, no, go this way, go that way. Unified front, work it out as much as that's challenging. To have two people agree on something, unified front. But we got the bride ill part, mostly in America, right? Across the planet, we're still getting that, right? It's not right to put a bride ill on our bride. It's ill to guide them around. It's sad and ill how we treat the animals. Now, this is controversial, but how we transition out of the econ on me is that we actually become sufficient, sustaining in our existence through the way that God gave us. Grow our food. Not just a garden, but if you want to protect the internal organs, eat from the guard in. You want to guard the inside of your body? Guard in. It guards the inside of our body. We should be growing our food. But you can do trees, wheat. It's the difference between caveman, me eat, and when we grow up, we eat. If we're still okay with imprisoning those animals and slaughtering them for food, guess what? It leaves the door open to the level above to treat us like crap. Excuse my language. We have to grow up. People like flavor. As soon as you get that burger, you put onion, you put lettuce, you put all the barbecue sauce, and people like flavor. We know this. We can simulate meat and char and oily, salty, oily tastes. We're getting there. It's a transition. You know, you start with, well, what are they really making that's really excellent? Sauciers is who you want to research in this point. But it's a transition out of the econ on me. Just like everybody is not going to go to vegetarian tomorrow, you can try it. Just like I keep telling, the churches and, look, just because we now know that Christ was real, just happened to be alien enhanced, that to buy what the bull has to offer, right? Oh, what a mess. You told them that God's love is conditional? God's love is never conditional. That's why it's a sigh, a mess, and a sigh, Messiah. I still cross myself today and I ask myself, what would Jesus do? Just to ask what's the loving thing to do. Never give up your beautiful, loving text that help you nurture a relationship with God. When your arm is an extension of you, it's a part of you. When you become a part of the nation of Islam, the Lamb of God, Islam, another a part of religions, that alien race, the Lamb, you're known as a limb of the Mu or a Muslim. Everybody's praying to the same God. These cows are a part of the planet. They're called cow words because they're talking about it, but they're predicted to step up and shine so bright that they glow. And that's why we call it global. When they do present and come out, when we start understanding this, we're not to worship them. People are already doing for the voice in their head to get the good morgue age rate, right? We live in the morgue today. We used to live in the Ice Age, the Bronze Age. We left the trees in the dust, in the industrial age, when all should have food to grow, a tree to grow their food. But we take 3 steps forward to take 2 steps back. We were a poor in knowledge caveman baby. How do we water, power, medical, agriculture, all these different kind of technologies? How do we do it? So we ate from ourselves as we learned because we were poor. Our core, the heart, love, corporate. And like I was saying, corporates, they don't go away overnight. Money doesn't go away overnight, but we can transition out of the economy. God is my witness. I can show you the truth that God is real through the scientific method. Reproducible results over and over and over again. And from there, I was gifted with the understandings to end war, poverty, and starvation, to transition the human out of the economy, pulling world governments and world religions together. That's the information I possess. I battle with the aliens because they like for you to have those force multipliers of the economy. They want you drowning in the money. Look into them. They'll help you. But you have to do what they say. It's the fee of Nick. They'll raise you from the ashes. I was watching battle after battle, and they said, Saint Nick, and I just started laughing because when you understand the Nick list, Nick is a younger overlord. Nick is Nicaragua. And you see these white guys, these talk, Saint Nick. And I just, I laughed. And now, I'm not pointing a finger at Nicaragua or white people or anything. It's just Nick, just like the bull, just like any other alien race, they're all tied together. They're all overlords on this planet. So to say Nick, like the fee of Nick, they can raise you from those ashes, but they want you to do what you're told. There was something else I wanted to go on, but I remembered Battle After Battle. I think it's called. Interesting little movie. With that said, they want you to do what you're told. The fee of Nick. Oh, and they use the econ on me. Oh my God, the day and age we live in, it's like Star Trek's Replicator. We can CNC machine, print, 3D print. We can do so many amazing component pick and place to build a little phone, something, the circuit board. We can print out those circuit boards. It's called a printed circuit board for a reason. But they want you drowning in the econ on me, looking to them to help you, and they will, but you have to do what you're told. Remember the fee of Nick. Nick is a teen. Remember, nicotine. If everybody picks Nick, a picnic, hands up, out in the sun, enjoying the food. If everybody picks Nick, then the kids are having to do it all, which they like, people seem to forget about that. Look, this is a slave planet and you're raised that way. I'm not pointing finger to beat up anybody, but we have to start talking about it so the children have a better future, so we can pull the world together. We're overpopulated, and that's why they've separated us through religion. A Muslim, a Catholic to buy what the bull has to offer, Kabbalah, sometimes known as Ka-Bal, right? Bal means something. I'm not going to go over that today, but so does Ka, K-A or C-A. Ka, see, no. Ka can see behind your eyes and the eye behind the other guy. But there's a spot on this planet where they're not supposed to look behind the other guy's eyes. Ka, see, no. You're not going to jump behind that guy's human monkey and see if he's got a flush to beat yours pair. Ka means overlord also. Kabal or Kabbalah. Either, however you want to pronounce it, it's teaching you something. They teach us through words. Is that the camera? I'm trying to, I'm used to having my little thing where it's right up there and I can just look into the camera. I think it's right there. 3 pointing back at me. I'm like, there, I'm pointing at it. But with that said, 3 fingers always pointing back at yourself when you point. Always remember that. There before the grace of God go I, crime and all, criminal. Once we identify a threat, we separate them from the herd. But they also like for you to have children. They want you drowning in the econ on me, having a child. Weird that we're overpopulated, yet those are 2 force multipliers to get you to submit. Pop, you, lay, shun. That word itself teaches us. Pop, papa. You want to have intercourse, right? A biblical term to have intercourse with somebody is to lay with them. Pop, you, lay. If your goal is not to have a child, shun that. Pop, you, lay, shun, unless your goal is to have a child. Many ways to orgasm. Kids have access to all the porn. The word orgasm is not a scary word. Oh my God, he just said orgasm. We have to start educating the children. Parents, it's not my job. No offense. It's not your neighbor's job. It's not the teacher's job. It's our job as parents to teach the children. I never had children, but we're all family. And I look at these poor kids as, they're family, each and every one of them. I don't care if it's a reptilian, a gray, or an owl's child. I mean, literally the alien race mantis or owl. They're all family. We're all created by the universal creator, God. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say, so those are the two things they use as a force multiplier to get us to submit. They want you having children and in the econ on me. When did you have your awakening? Before or after kids? My goal, people don't like to talk about it. My guess is 70 to 90% after you had your children, then you had your awakening. Because they use that love for your child. Now, the overarching direction, they've helped us in love. Don't ever forget that. They're known as the angel and the devil on the shoulder. We're not to worship the golden cow, right? Moses taught us in the Bible. That's why it's called the golden calf. And we're not to loot our soul and soul loot them when they ask us to break the golden rule. We have to learn to get along with them. We are not their slaves. Love to you. Love all, not all they do. Peace.